bearing the lead. You want to make me sure if I go first? Sure. All right. Well, we're starting off with a speculative brew here. Someone on my channel, I don't remember who, so I apologize, whoever you are. But you did get me going down a very exciting road here with Mardu, Goryo's, Velomachus, Obzedat. I think I'm going to call it Dragon Dad because Ghost Dad is the Obzedat combo deck. So what are we doing here? So as I've been playing Velomachus all week, this is the sort of pet card for the moment. This is a 7 mana 5/5 flying vigilance haste dragon, and whenever it attacks, you can cast a spell of the top 7 cards of your library with converted mana value, 5 or less. It is actually equivalent to its power. We just aren't playing any way to change the power. So while this does work excellently with taking turn spells, it also works very well with taking extra attack step spells. So much like the Narset Cannon deck of old, we are playing Relentless Assault, Savage Beating, and World at War. All of these cards will, in their own way, they're not all worded the exact same way, but they will allow us another attack step on the same turn. So once we have Velomachus in play, we have 10 hits in our deck for Velomachus to pull out, gain an extra attack step, and then be able to do so again. Velomachus' trigger doesn't have something goofy on it, like whenever Velomachus Lorehold attacks, if it's the first time it's attacked this turn. So thank goodness for that. So what we're actually going to do with that is play Goryo's Vengeance and or Footsteps of the Goryo, because both these cards will bring a creature back for the turn. Goryo's Vengeance only legendary creatures, whereas Footsteps of the Goryo will bring back a creature but does not grant that creature haste. Both of these cards say sacrifice that creature at the beginning of the next end step, but we are not going to be concerned about that if we've killed our opponent already, which is fun. Then we're also playing favorite of the Goryo's Vengeance, Footsteps of the Goryo decks, Obzedat Ghost Council. So this is the Obzedat from Gatecrash, the second Ravnica block. So we've got 1 white, black for a legendary creature Spirit Advisor. When it enters the battlefield, target opponent loses 2 life and you gain 2 life, which is great right now because of all the super aggressive decks. And at the beginning of your end step, you may exile Obzedat. If you do, return it to the battlefield under its owner's control at the beginning of your next upkeep, and it gains haste. The great thing about this card is that because of the way the triggers are going to stack, we can actually keep it forever. It's going to exile itself, and then Footsteps of the Goryo or Goryo's Vengeance are going to try to sacrifice it, but it'll already be gone where those cards and effects can't reach it. And then on our next turn, it comes back in. This means that we have 8 spells that can bring back any of these 7 creatures, and we can, if we have an Obzedat going already, exiling at the end of each turn and coming back at the beginning of the next turn, then when we get into Velomachus and when we start hitting extra turn spells, we just go nuts and really are going to have an easy time. Fun little interaction is that Savage Beating has Entwine, and I do believe when Velomachus casts this card, if we have 2 mana kicking around, we can give all our creatures double strike until end of turn, which is going to close out the game even faster. So we need ways to get our cards into the graveyard. That's Merchant of the Veil, Lightning Axe, and Thrilling Discovery. We've got 1 Collective Brutality in the main. We've got more in the sideboard. We have Thoughtseize. We could Thoughtseize ourselves if we absolutely have to. I'm not excited about the idea, but it is definitely something we can do. Velomachus is time-stamped, right? How does that interact with Dismember? I'm not sure what your... If you mean that if they let me put the trigger on the stack and then they dismember it, the trigger is going to see the power as 0. So this is going to use a not often known rule called last known information. So the Velomachus is off the battlefield at the point where the trigger resolves. Even though it doesn't say on that ability when this trigger resolves, because there are newer cards that will include that text, but that text is actually kind of pointless in most cases, because what happens here is that the game, even though the creature's gone, the game will say, well, what was its power the last time it was where I'm expecting it to be? And in that case, it's going to be 0 because that's what caused Velomachus to die, which is... different from if it's destroyed by a burn spell or a kill spell, in which case the trigger will still be able to see the 5, which is the way I believe most people who've played Magic for a while would expect that to work. Oh yeah. So Dismember is one of the worst cards for this deck and the Velomachus Taking Turns deck. That is the one mana piece of removal in the format that totally blows us out, and we're completely wrecked by it. But I think partially because of red-white prowess and otherwise, a lot of the Death Shadow decks haven't been as present over the last week, and E-Tron is playing usually 2 Dismembers in their main deck, but that's it. So, I mean, we just have to hope to dodge it, right? And that's it. I mean, we're playing a linear combo-ish deck that plays out of the graveyard. So we have vulnerabilities, and hopefully we can dodge them. We do have Thoughtseizes in this deck list versus the other one. You know what? I'm actually going to swap these back because I think the Thoughtseize in the main deck is going to be more acceptable than I think it is. With the one downside of if we go turn 1, fetch, shock, Thoughtseize, and our opponent's hand is full of Monastery Spears and Lumimancers, we're going to be in trouble. But our combo kill can really crush those decks in a hurry on turn 2 or 3. So the edge, in theory, of this deck versus the other one, the Velomachus Taking Turns deck, is we're sacrificing the mid-range strategy that deck has for a much more powerful linear strategy that is planning to go off on turn 2 or 3 at the latest. So when we're mulliganing, we're going to be looking for hands that combo on turn 2 or 3 at the latest. That is the goal. Especially in game 1, that is the goal. We want to kill people, we want to punk them out, and then in game 2, depending on how we have to sideboard, etc., we can do that. And yes, there will be a fail state. Yes, we are capable of playing through, but that's not the goal. So with all that in mind, let's hop into a Modern League, keep our head on straight, and try to do Jiggy Wiggy proud. If we Thoughtseize turn 1, we don't go off on turn 2. That's correct. So if we Thoughtseize them on turn 1, that means we are planning on playing either Haggle or Thrilling Discovery on 2, and then going off on 3, which is fine because if the reanimation spell in our hand is Footsteps of the Goryo, we can't go off on 2 anyway. We can only go off on turn 2 if we have Haggle or Lightning Axe or Thoughtseize into turn 2 Goryo's Vengeance. So we need a reasonable number of things to go correct, but we have 11 one-mana spells, 3 of which are conditional, the Lightning Axes, that can dump a creature into our graveyard, and then we've got 4 Goryo's Vengeance and 4 Footsteps of the Goryo. So as I was saying, like the Velomachus Taking Turns deck, Simian Spirit Guide would be a lock 4 of in this deck. But the Velomachus Taking Turns deck, it's possible for that deck to go off on turn 3, but it's normally kind of aiming for turn 4 if you want to aggressively combo. But this deck is like 8 of, 7 of, 10 of, 10 of. We've got 11 ways to discard on turn 1 and then 4 on turn 2. We've got 7 reanimation targets, 8 reanimation effects, and then 10 cards that combo with the dragon to help us win the game immediately. So I don't know how good this is, but I feel like the raw construction of it has the right amount of redundancy on all the facts. Shit. Okay, we're against E-Tron Expert, the Tunneling Cat. So at least we know what we're up against here. So we've got Thoughtseize, we've got Lightning Axe, and we've got a Dragon. We don't have any way to reanimate it, and we don't have any card draw, so we're going to have to ship that. This one we have Discard, we have Reanimation. Okay, so this is turn 3 Ghost Dad, which is good enough. We can probably pitch... No, we can definitely pitch the Relentless Assault. So, I mean, this is not terrible at all. I think I'm going to fetch tap land on 1. And we're on the play, so, I mean... 61 card special. Must be a Jiggy Wiggy deck. It's only one thing that I could be up to. Let's go get red, white. We've got the red here, so in case I drew Thrilling Discovery there, I did not. We can just fetch again and then play Haggle at end of turn. Hopefully they have turn 2 Chalice or something else innocuous. A little bit of life gain's not going to bother me. Mind Stone also not going to bother me. Good stuff. Footsteps, unfortunately, is not going to give our creature haste. Uh-oh. I was supposed to fetch first. It's not a big deal. But it says, ha, neat. Oh, well, we hit that then. That's kind of great. Whee! Yeah, main deck Fountain is standard now. E-Tron has adjusted, as has everyone else, to the fact that everyone's playing hyper-aggressive. God damn it. Alright, well, we've got the redundant one for next turn. God damn it. Oh, man. Sometimes you can't catch a break. Oh, they're going to have Thought Knot? No, it's Karn. Okay. I'm not going to have haste this turn. So that's a problem. They have Tormod's Crypt? That'd be... Yeah, of course. Of course they keep 7, have Acceleration, have Dismember. Just the full nuts. Holy shit. Good God, their hand is completely insane. Well, your LGS players go Big Karn and 3x All's Dust? In E-Tron? Wild. Your metagame must be all like play to the board colored decks. That's a very strange metagame. Really? Alright. Okay, they don't have Tron next turn yet. I can activate this. What color do I want to keep open? Red, black. Discard. Obzedat. What the hell is happening? Really? Okay. Really? Wow, that's so aggressive. That's crazy. Okay, so they got... Yeah, okay. Oh my god, they have Scavenger Ground in their hand too. Didn't need to fetch it, just had it. Okay, so we can go Thrilling. Discard. Let's go red. White. Discard Savage Beating Lightning Axe. I think so too, Shauna, but I mean, we're not guaranteed dead yet, so I'm not conceding. I mean, they're not doing anything to kill me yet. They just, they just had like literally all the hate. They just had a comically perfect hand. Jeez. I mean, at least I can take away any other threat. Smasher. Him and all his dust. I mean, all his dust won't matter if I can go off in a single turn. The problem is I'm not able to assemble anything from this point. And again, this was a situation where they just had like the ultra nuts, right? Like they had the Dismember, they had the ramp, they had the Karn, they had everything up at every moment. So I'm not going to be upsetty about it. Okay. All right. I mean, oh, I was supposed to leave it right up there. What the? Oh, right. Okay. Sure. Jesus. Freaking Warping Whale. On top of everything else. And now they got the Scavenger Grounds up and 6 power in play. We're done here. Jesus Christ. We got smashed to pieces there. Not even. They just had the perfect draw. That's totally fine. Alright. Basically no sideboard for this. Our main deck is pretty much where we need to be. You don't get 10 plus trophies without God draws. Well, sure, but they also just play exclusively the same archetype. So, I'm not surprised or upset to lose there. Whale's just a dirty magic card. I mean, it's awesome, right? Warping Whale is so cool. It was the Dismember that was a problem more than anything else, as I said. And like they're playing 2 in their whole 75, I believe, and they just had it on the turn where they needed it. It couldn't have been like anything else. Literally anything else wouldn't have done it at all. And we would have been in an okay starting point. But again, it's fine. At least our deck did what it's supposed to do. That's no good. That's no good. So that first hand might have been closer than I thought with the haggle. I'm not sure. There we go. So we don't have a reanimation effect yet, but if we top deck it, we should be golden. We've got a couple draws here, so. Oh, for the love. What? You. I don't believe that. Oh my god. They boarded in their Grafdigger's Cage. Oh man. That's gross. I don't think I boarded in any outs to that. No, I didn't. I was thinking of, oh, we have sideboard rip apart, but I didn't think about actually boarding it in for no good reason. Alright, it's fine. I'm not, again. Let's just see if we had any chance at all. Jesus Christ. Nope. Alright. Well, I concede. Oh, there was a Grafdigger's Cage in play. I had no way to remove it. They had an insane game 1 where they just like crushed us into the dirt. They had everything where they needed it, and they had the Grafdigger's Cage in play on turn 1, and I had no outs for it because I didn't think of sideboarding against them putting Grafdigger's Cage in their main deck. I just assumed I would go faster than their car in most games, which I think is not a crazy assumption. Yeah, exactly. Like I knew when I was going into this deck that like Dredge has been popular in the last little while, so it's very easy for us to get crushed out. I'm not worried about it. I just want to see if the concept is functional. Like in game 1 we did our thing. They happened to have Dismember, and therefore we had no game. In game 2 they played a turn with Grafdigger's Cage. Like it's all good. Okay, this doesn't have a reanimation spell. We've got double haggle, so we can discard the dad and the beating. I'm on the draw, so I'll keep this one. No revealed Luris with the Sunken Hollow. I was gonna guess that we were gonna run into the new Luris. Luris, what's it called, the deck? But BTL Luris, that's the one. We haven't yet. All right. Yeah, Luris BTL. Which is funny because it looks like a port of. This doesn't do anything, right? I mean, it's gonna take my Thrilling Discovery, but like that's fine. It looks like a port of a Pioneer deck, but like with modern cards instead of the Pioneer cards. But it's funny. It's like a 3-color Bring to Light deck because all you need to get is Valky. That's the only thing that matters. Then Spike has sideboard. What's it called? Shatter Assumptions, which is pretty cool. Oh, yeah. No, I didn't even read it, Roy. Don't worry. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and discard Lightning Axe against this kind of looking deck. Yikes. Well, yeah, but from what they've played so far, I think we're about to run into a wall of counter magic. So I don't think my opponent needs to be thrilled or otherwise about anything. I'm just gonna play this Merchant this turn. If they waste counter magic on that, that's great. I don't have a plan for next turn yet, so playing the Thoughtseize, while good, is not as good as playing the Thoughtseize on the turn where I'm about to reanimate something. Okay, the Fatal Push, whatever. This is likely a game where I should have mulliganed harder, but being on the draw, I just didn't. I have no other way to finish that sentence. I just didn't. All right, they put in a Jace, so here's an opening. If they're relying on Force Negation to protect them, I might be able to Thoughtseize it. I will be able to Thoughtseize it. Well, that worked out. Hey, what do you got? Oh. Oh. Well, that sucks. Well, Fatal Push doesn't matter because Obzedat and the Dragon are too big. But I'm going to play Footsteps here. I guess we take Lock because then they have to cast a full-on Cryptic command to deal with my Obzedat. It's not great. Okay, so we had to stack these triggers correctly. So we put Footsteps on the bottom, and then Obzedat will exile itself first, and then it cannot be sacrificed. Yeah, we can recast the Obzedat. You take Cryptic there? No, we can recast the Obzedat, so them bouncing it with Cryptic is not a big problem. If they tap it with Cryptic, it's not a big problem. Here comes Daddy. Trigger. I like something that is a little more mana intensive from their side in terms of what I'm asking. I'm just going to attack them. I mean, killing Jason's appealing, man. I don't think it's going to matter because it's not going to connect anyway. If they're smart, what they'll do is they'll bounce it on end step. They're not. Okay. Here's Daddy. Whee! They gone. Zip. We're doing it. We're doing it. I don't know if we're winning, but it's we're doing something. We also almost have enough mana to cast a Velomachus, although I don't know if that's gonna work. Come on back, Daddy. Come on back now. Do your work, Daddy. Do that work. Oh, so after the first post-combat main phase this turn, there's an additional combat phase followed by an additional main phase. We get that combat, untap. Okay, so we can cast this during our second main phase. Cool. That's really obnoxious text, but whatever. Thanks, Shauna. I'm glad you confirmed. Otherwise, I would have been concerned for the children. Baleful Mastery. Sure. You've killed my ghost dad. Well, that was unexpected. Yeah. We packed another. Don't worry, opponent. Oh no. All right, they still have the. No, they don't have the. Oh, they have a mana leak. Right. Okay. Well, we're in huge trouble. If we had gotten to bring back the dragon, we would have been probably because this World at War was in the top X cards of our library, so we would be in good shape if that's what we had done here. But it's not working out so far. Still, womp womp. Yeah. All right. Problem with the merchant is like they just have removal for days in their hand right now, so it's not going to do anything. But you got to try. You got to try. I only have one basic planes left in my deck right now, so if they field me, it's getting uncomfortably close to being a problem. I haven't discarded a Velomachus yet, so we need to draw too many things at this point. I think. It just I'm not sure we can get this going. I should have floated a mana there to rummage. Yeah, I definitely should have floated a mana there to rummage. Removal for days is innovative. Oh, I gotcha. Good pun. Good pun. The Fate Sailing Meal already. It's like slightly ambitious with the problem that yeah. All right. So, not off to an impressive start with this deck. So, let's not make mistakes this time with our sideboarding. So, Collective Brutality and Silence are what we want here. Lightning Axe is not super useful. Thoughtseize is fine. Lightning's fine. Just gotta figure out how to cut down on stuff. I'm pretty sure what this means is this is too much sideboarding, and Collective Brutality is only supposed to come in against like the burn decks. All right, we'll try it. We got the dragon. No way to discard it. All right. Got the discard, but no dragon, no Obzedat. Got the dragon and the reanimation spell, but no way to dump it. Well, I think 5 is as low as I'm willing to go on this one, which is a shame. Ugh. God damn it, Dredge. Everyone needs to have such fast grave hate right now. Are you kidding me? All right. Jesus Christ. That's the second game in a row where there's been a Grafdigger's Cage, like, immediately. Well, I had to I had to mulligan to 5, Shauna. Like, there was no going for it. I mean, I just thought it looked like a fun idea, Dylan. It's not my go-to, and I guess I'm seeing why. Yeah, when it works, right? 10% of the time, it works every time. I mean, I don't mind losing to blue-black control. That's a good guy kind of deck. Right, but we have interaction, Shauna. This deck is nowhere near as linear. Ooh, Karusu. Well, I know the deck could turn 1. That was the. But that deck could also fail, right? And just like do nothing. Because Narset only digs 4. Velomachus digging 7 is a big chunk more. Okay, no lander. Love that. God damn it, it's a one-lander with everything? Actually, no, we can keep this, especially in this matchup. We just need to hit the second land. So let's just do it. And then we go off on turn 3, in theory. Ah! No! I clicked on the Mesa, it didn't go into play. It's fine. It's totally gonna be totally fine. Sorry, I got distracted by the fact that my opponent did not respond to my greeting, and I just punted. Reimagine this into Velomachus Cannon? I mean, I'm sure that's something we could do. I'm not sure. Sorry, I'm just processing the moment that I just did to myself. What do you imagine that would look like? Like, you want to play Narset? Jesus Christ. That is so much acceleration. Yikes. Come on. Jeez. Let's do this one first. Come on. Come on. Come on, man. All right. Oh, man. We're playing 21 lands. Like, what is happening? And now we've lost the element of surprise. So I was hoping to have to end step into something, but we're just going to get annihilated. Gosh, this has been real damn annoying. Sure. They have multiple flying blockers. Jeez. I mean, I have interaction, so if they go for the combo, we pick off the rest of. Some ultimatums cast off the D-Daddy. Oh, right, there's ultimatums now. More of them, too. Interesting. What does Narset let you cast? Let you cast non-creature spells? So you could just have, like, Omniscience in your deck? Okay. I forgot about the part where they did that. Let's go. Non-creature spells. That's pretty nuts. Because then you can have an Omniscience, you can have a... yeah. Huh. Wild. What? Ultimatums are too expensive. Oh, for Velomachus. Sure. Wow. Just never found a land. Jesus. I thought there was a deck like what I was playing that was like mildly successful recently. And I, at the moment, I'm not sure how. On the plus side, they're an 80 card deck, so they're not as good at having graveyard hate here. Oh, right. It's truly shocking to me thus far how horrifically non-successful this deck has been, and how successful the turns deck was in comparison. I feel like they both look relatively the same amount of jank. Like, I'm shocked. All right. So I got turn 1, shock rummage. Turn 2, shock thrilling. We don't have everything we need here, but we should be able to do it on turn 3-ish. Well, I'll say, like, having the backup plan that can sometimes become the primary plan is definitely, like, way better than I thought it would be. So I'm going to just discard 2 lands this turn. Okay. I mean, that's it. We're cracking. I can beat that. Batterskull. Boy, is that going to be a little too slow. Oh no, that's what I'm saying. Is I'm just like shocked by how much the like 4-color mid range with the turn strategy was relevant. It's just crazy to me that that's like somehow better. I think they're reading Velomachus Lorehold there. Rakdos Casino Mentality. I mean, I'm literally trying, right? Like, I'm pretty sure I was fully explicit during my talk about this deck that was like what I was attempting to do. So let's kill a goose. I'm really hoping they don't have like Path to Exile or some nonsense here. If they do, I'm going to be upsetty. They play like one of those, maybe 2. Jesus Christ. I don't. I can't even right now. You gotta go hit me, dealer. That's like literally what I'm doing. I've mulliganed like 2 or 3 times every single game, trying to put together a playable hand. So I don't really know how much more aggressive with this deck I could get. Like it's just not. It's just not the first time against Tunneling Cat. They just had the dismember. This person has the path. Like they just everyone has their like low count tool that actually removes my larger creatures that are supposed to be good against most of the removal in Modern. And like this player tapped out on a turn where I just didn't have it. I was 1 turn late. All right, we can almost cast that, which is insane. But like we're playing it now against someone who top forward one of the recent challenges, so it's not really. I don't want to say it's not a fair fight. Oh, because they have an angel or some crap, so I'm not attacking. I don't know what they're planning on doing with it, but maybe they just go angel into Kiki Jiki. What is this? Chord? I think I'll go chord. Well, 3 doesn't. Okay. Oh, they're gonna get witness. They pick up their path. They can't. Oh, they pick up the chord. Interesting. Okay. Oh, and then they can go for 4 next turn. But that's. Uh-oh. What is this? What? What is happening? Why? What would they have cast there and then decided they didn't want it? Alright. I mean, whatever. It's my plan. I'm sticking to it. But, like, I'm so confused. What? Why did you think you wanted to do that on your turn? I don't... Yeah, okay. So they got the Kiki combo now. Man, if I had hit the one land... Because I can't push the witness. Unfortunately. Oh, they're getting the path again now. No, they're getting the... Oh, because they just win next turn. Man, that's such a shame. This is so close. Well, if they... Yeah, okay. Eating my merchant isn't as smart as they think it is. Now, they can just do the same thing, rinse and repeat next turn, but they're going to go to 2. And if I hit another land and kill them... They do have food tokens and geese, but... Are they going to get Kiki? No. They're getting the resto. They left up red or green mana? Oh, they're getting Omni. Shoot. Okay, they're fetching. If I draw a land, Velomachus can definitely kill them here. Having lost the... Oh no. Kiki? Yeah, just in hand. Copies Witness. Alright, we need to land off the top. If we get it, we should win. Although there are some tap lands in this deck. There's a Blackcleave Cliffs. Yeah. Damn. Gosh, that's so close. Brutal. So we lost game 1 to not being able to find any land ever. And now we're just going to get ground out. I mean, I don't have to concede here, but I'm pretty... Wait, this is going to put them to 1 when I rebuy this? I get to kill both their creatures? Oh, that's kind of good. Oh, but they... Oh, this is the... That was the copy. Right. Oh, whatever. Yeah. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention to the fact that they copied on my turn. Yeah. Alright, they're going to 1. Doesn't mean much with all this food, etc., but footsteps on the bottom, Obzedat on the top. Alright. Claw back, opponent. I mean, they don't necessarily have the win. Oh, yeah, they do. Right? Copy Witness. Yeah, they got it. Okay, thought so. Okay. At least we're dying fast. Feels like everyone in Modern just really has our number. And this is someone who top 4 to challenge last weekend, so I'm not shocked there. We've played against one of the trophy leaders, someone who tops challenges frequently, and then blue-black control that had turn 2 Grafdigger's Cage. So I'm not really going to be upset about this. If we can't get Velomachus into play one time with this deck, I'm going to call it that I don't think I can ever stomach playing it again. It's so much hope. It had all the right cards. The redundancy with the footsteps and Velomachus seems so much exactly the thing you want to be doing. All right, we're playing against someone who's 1 and 3. This is our bracket. No companion, all right. All right. Oh, I don't care if I whiff on the attack. If I whiff on the attack, that'll be a totally different.
The peace pipe. Hey, puff, puff, give. That's the rule.
Blue-white, huh? Aether Vial. All right. Aether Vial deck. We can deal with Aether Vial deck. Skyclave Apparition, don't scare me. Don't impress me much. All right, we got the turn 2 self-Thoughtseize this game. Turn 2 self-Thoughtseize incoming. Oh! Spirits with no, nothing. Okay, so we got to take. Oh shoot! They have double of exactly the one card that is the worst for us. Well, I'm gonna take the Phantom because it's the largest damage source. They have no second lands, so in theory they're playing nothing this turn. Shacklegeist, I know. It's crazy the cards we're running into and being like, well, shit, we didn't have a plan for that one. I mean, we have an amount of removal, so it's like maybe not the worst. They do see my whole hand with this. That sucks. But I don't think that they can put anything together that beats me on this. Unless they draw a Mausoleum Wanderer, then I'm going to get eaten alive. So let's not do that. Let's not draw out a Mausoleum Wanderer opponent. That would be not good. Is it really weird that we're playing 3 Obzedat, 4 Velomachus, but we always are drawing Obzedats first? Like, always. Like, it's never been... The dragon has, like, never been the first card I've drawn to reanimate. Every time we actually have a hand where we can reanimate the damn thing, it's always the stupid... Oh, no. Well, they're coming in fast. They're coming in hot. Obzedaddy, it's all on you, big guy. You gotta do the work of the Goryo now. Yeah, the Shacklegeist actually would be a real problem if we were to bring back a Velomachus right now, right? Because then we just get eaten alive. Like, goddamn, like, Shacklegeist is not even that popular of a creature for them to play, but they're playing it now, and it's brutally good against our deck, right? Bring in the dorks. Bring in the dorks. Here they come. Oh, they drew another Phantom. Gross. Yep. Another hand is double Shacklegeist, I think. Yeah, it is. It's insane. Yeah. What? White? Oh, sure. It's not going to matter. I'm not going to get to attack. So the amount of power they have in play is like, what, double what I have? Just tap it in response to the trigger. Come on. Like, nobody cares. You gonna let me go to combat? Are you messing with me? Thank you. Jesus. It's interesting because if I had a Velomachus in my graveyard and a Goryo's Vengeance in my hand, I'd be fine there. We're just dead. I'm just gonna scoop it up. There's no out for us from this point. There's just literally nothing I could do. If I draw any piece of removal, it's nowhere near good enough. So, Obzedat is proving nowhere near good enough for Modern right now. What decks have you seen Footsteps in before this one? Fluffy Wolf's Esper Footsteps deck thingy with the hell is I'm never gonna remember the name of it. Big Persist Creature. There's Big Persist Creature. Gosh, I can't remember what other stuff. Woodfall Primus? Is that right? Yeah. Yeah. And then I don't know. I think I've seen it in a Ghost Dad deck before. It synergizes perfectly with what we want to do. I'm just never ever drawing it. Ever. Like it's just not coming up. No, I mean I want the Rip Apart for some of their creatures and for their Aether Vial. It's really hard to sideboard this deck. There's just like I was mentioning before, like the density of everything is very high in a good way, but it doesn't feel like I have any wiggle room. Like I kind of need the maximum amount of everything, it feels like. So like boarding in more disruption than what I have. Like the disruption I have is very clever because it all sort of has dual function. This is probably the Lightning Axe just because for the faster combos. Getting thrashed by solid competition actually gives us an idea about what the deck lacks. I completely disagree. The things we've been beaten by, it's not realistic for us to do. Like, we're getting beaten by different stuff constantly, Roy. So it's not. I would say almost the opposite. Like, I have no idea what is good or bad about this deck because we're getting beaten by everything in different ways. We got beaten by an avalanche of counter magic. We got beaten by a combo deck where our deck just failed to work. We got beaten by unbelievable sideboard graveyard hate out of a control deck. We got beaten by Dismember, as I knew we would if we ran into it. Rip. Yep. And everyone has graveyard hate, so it's like we got beaten by the fact that Obzedat just wasn't good enough against the Spirits deck. I guess the Obzedat angle is just probably not good. But only 4 Velomachus is like that can't be playable, right? I don't think it's like I can't imagine that you could do this without. What happened to Landfall Guy? I just never played it. I just it just is not. It doesn't work with Footsteps. It only works with Goryo's Vengeance. So I decided that Ghost Dad was just better. Which has seemed not to be the case, but then half the time I wouldn't be able to use it on that creature in any profitable way. So I'm not ready to say that I'm wrong. Jeez, that is not the hand I want. Okay. Ilharg? Yeah, Ilharg could work. All right. I mean, this is it. I really wish this had been the dragon for once. They're going to have Shacklegeist with 2 spirits next turn, though. But at least this turn we kind of got ahead of them. And then... What? What are you doing? Why would you... Okay, whatever. Just getting the F6 value, I suppose. The big difference about last game versus this game is that because we're on the play, we're coming in with this early, they're going to get hit. They can get the Shacklegeist down next turn, but then I can go double Thoughtseize. And then Obzedat's tying up a bunch of their creatures every turn. So maybe this will be good enough. Also, we can get extra... No. No, we can't. Well, whatever. It's certainly the best game we've had so far. We've got a shot on this one. It's actually interesting. I didn't need to take their Rest in Peace because they can't cast it. Ghost Daddy. Do your work. Do your work. Mm-hmm. This time they upkeep to it. That's a nice opponent. Thank you. No BS. All right, they don't have a second Shacklegeist as far as I know. So first we'll go Thoughtseize. No Shacklegeist. Triple Supreme Phantom, but no Shacklegeist. I think I'll take the Queller. I think I'll take the Wanderer. And then at the end of their turn, we kill the Shacklegeist. We might as well just do it now. There's no reason to pull the punch. Triple Supreme sounds like a sick wrestler. Or an awful frozen pizza. Yeah. So wait, next turn if they play the Phantom, the Rattle Chains becomes what, a 4/3? Oh no, what is this? Okay. Are they gonna attack? And then just jump block every turn? Okay. I'm okay with this plan. Come on, Daddy. Give him what for. Give him what for. Alright. Go on now, Daddy. Go get him. Go on now and get him. Oh, no blocks. Ah, I see. I see your plan, opponent. Fiendish in its intricacies. Whee! Well, they're not going to win the race at this pace, but it's going to be reasonably close. They have to leave back an extra blocker this turn. Oh, no. This is the Eagle? Oh, my God. Trog Skull. Nice draw. Wait, but if I draw a removal here, they just die. And then next turn they get another Phantom, so I'm going to take 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Interesting. They did not need to concede there. Oh, but they have to chump block. So then they lose the power that they needed, yeah. Oh, also. All right, back in 1 second. They dared attack me with both. I mean, I guess they were just worried about me having removal. Which I guess they should be. Yeah, they were dead. Yeah, they put themselves in a spot where they died of the trigger. Sorry, the trigger plus the 2/3 gets them. Yeah, you're right. My bad. Obviously, I didn't see the part where they die. Well, I'm not keeping that one. Sure. Wow, this is actually one of the best hands we've ever had. Unless they have a Mausoleum Wanderer, in which case, bottom the extra thrilling discovery because they're gonna let that resolve. All right. This is a hand where if we draw a haggle, we can go off on turn 2. Ooh, that's a really crappy first land. Now that's a really good card to play off of it, but I stand by my statement. That was a really crappy first land. Okay, so now I have a perfect second card to discard. Oh my. Now they've got it. Yep. God, that's just the worst. And like I can try to wait a turn, but then they can drop in a second spirit and just get the bonus. Oh, well. Could draw like gods, I guess. No Triumph in this deck? I don't want it. I don't want any tap lands in this deck when I need to top deck an untap land. Which is why the Blackcleave Cliffs, I realized, I was like, wait a minute. I don't want those in my deck. Right. Did not find a piece of removal, but okay. Opponent didn't have another land here. They might have a Rest in Peace in their hand, but as of yet, they haven't been able to cast it. We did board in the Rip of Parts, so if I have to, I can destroy it. Oh, well. Here comes the doom. Do it. Do it. Or they're just going to play like Triple Spirit and just beat the hell out of me. We have won a game now, though. We have accomplished the goal. We scored a point. Shackle guys. God damn it. All I need is one spirit in their hand, and I will never ever be able to do anything ever again. Why is that a card they play now? Goodness gracious. That can't honestly be something that's like reasonable against prowess, right? Can it? Maybe it is. I don't know. I feel like they must just fold to prowess so hard in general, though. But I wouldn't know. They're putting in more stuff. More stuff they put in one go. Oh, but that permanently gives the Mausoleum Wanderer the extra point of time. So we can't Vengence. So I guess I'll play the extra Thrilling Discovery. I'm hoping to hit a Lava Axe or similar. Well, I hit a Footstep, so maybe that'll soak up one counter. Okay. Maybe they'll have literally no spirits to put into play, and also no Spellcaller. Oh, I was supposed to use Goryo's Vengeance. They can use the Mausoleum Warrior. Force of Negation. You have bad news for me regarding Relentless Assault. Ah, I see. All right, good to know. Good to know. It says the words on it after this main phase, which turns out means that you can't get extra combats off of it. Savage Beating works. World at War works. So I wonder if that's why the person who sent me the original list wasn't playing either of those things. All right. So we got to find things that are not Relentless Assault, and I have 4 Relentless Assaults in my deck, and none of the other cards. God damn it! Are you serious? We finally get it going, and I can't do anything with it. Yeah, just dead. So my deck is just not functional. I read all of the cards that I put in, and I just didn't read Relentless Assault closely enough to realize that part. That's such a punish. I mean, it's not a punish. It's just such a suck. So that card's pointless. So I guess we go up to. So that's why they cut the one that they had before. I guess is they probably figured that out and then just didn't message me about it. It's all good, Roy. There's nothing to be mad about. Nothing to be mad or sad or glad or rad about. Additional. Each creature that attacked. No, that doesn't do it. What was the? I mean, I'm sure. Oh, it does work. Oh no, it doesn't. I'm trying to remember what I searched for when I searched. Additional combat phase. That's what I want. Oh, goddammit. Yeah. No, I did it right. There it is. Oh, additional combat phase. So at minimum, we're just gonna go give away this win. So, what else is legal that works? Because I liked Relentless Assault because it was cheaper. Oh, it's just literally those two. That sucks. Ah, gosh, that's frustrating. Oh no, there's Waves of Aggression. Nope. Waves of Aggression has the exact same text. Waves of Aggression has the exact same text as Savage Beating. God, that sucks. Yeah, I've seen Fluffy's deck. That's kind of what I based this off of in terms of the things that I added to what the person had sent me. We're on the draw here, but I have a Godless Shrine. It's no good. Why did you like Morag? What? If I liked Morag, I would have put it in the deck, right? You trying to ask why I don't like Morag? Because I'm not. I didn't put it in the deck, so I clearly didn't like it that much, right? What I liked about Morag, if there is anything that I like Morag, is that it is a legendary creature that I can put into play with Goryo's Vengeance. It was queued up as a contender, but I cut it. And the reason I cut it is because only Goryo's Vengeance works with it. Footsteps of the Goryo does not. That's why I just didn't play it. An opponent doesn't have a creature, so I can't Lightning Axe. Hopefully we get to sneak it in at the end of the turn here. You think the best combat phases are extra turns? Well, that was the point of this deck, was not to play the extra turn spells. And to try the Savage Beating style deck. That was the whole point. Is that we have a very, very successful other deck that is doing that thing, and I don't need a second other deck that's doing that thing. Yeah, they have Ice Fang, sure. I was really hoping they would have Stoneforge on too. But they didn't. Yeah. Oh yeah, it's totally fine, Jake. It's just like, I had this sneaking suspicion that the amount of hate for this kind of deck was so brutal. And that was proven. So we just definitely need to wait for a less dredge-heavy metagame. The problem now is in this game I'm screwed already. They're a tempo deck. I can't imagine that I'm going to be able to come back from this. And my density of 10 extra combat phase cards is actually 6. But we can cast 1 this turn and 1 next turn. Let's be less mana efficient now and more mana efficient next turn. We'll have the merchant. Maybe they won't have any counter magic at all. Or maybe they'll just have Path to Exile because they're playing on outdated technology. Yeah, okay. I say outdated technology. I mean, obviously Path is good for some decks, but I feel like for the Bant deck, especially with all the snow things, like Thin Ice is just generally going to be better. Giving the Prowess decks extra lands is a really bad idea. Same with Obosh Red. Most of the aggressive decks can use the extra mana pretty easily. Gosh darn it. So now they can still have the spell color. Why not Vengence end of their turn? Because I didn't think of it. Yep, that's it. That's all that is, Jig. I forgot that was a thing I can do. If you asked me if that's a thing I could do, I would say absolutely yes. But I just did not remember. So we're going to do that now. And hopefully draw another one. Or at least we could play the Merchant next turn. The other thing that I sort of had in my mind with this deck is like, oh, well, with Velomachus, if we put Footsteps of the Goryo in the deck, then what can happen is if there's an Obzedat in our graveyard and we miss on an extra turn, we can get the Footsteps of the Goryo and then bring back the Obzedat. But obviously that never happened. So I don't know if that was like way too speculative. Way too unlikely to happen. I really need to look at that like 5-color Stormcaller deck that was able to do. Well, this is kind of good. If they equip and swing, this is insane. Yep. All right. That's the nuts. The problem is we have 4 of our extra combat phase cards that don't work. Oh, it's so bad. It's so bad. Oh my god. But Vengeance at the end of their turn is an even better line than I would have thought, right? Because then all your mana is freed up to actually cast any extra combat phase cards you have. I can't even force a negation here. All right. It's dragon time. He's a big boy. He's a big boy. Let's go get him. Come on, opponent. Why you gotta do this? Why you gotta do me like this? Let him go. All right, we drew one of our functional extra combat step cards. So that's good. So we got 5. So let's hit one. Come on. Yes! Oh, we can give him double strike. Oh, we can give him double strike. Cast Entwine without paying its mana cost. Pay red and 1. Yeah, we can. Yeah, we can. Take 20. We did it once. We did it once. Yeah, it just snaps right back to combat. Trigger. Yay! It was all worth it. It was all worth it. Just for that moment. Oh, we were gonna go again. That's phenomenal. All right. Silence and Collective Brutality. We'll pull out Lightning Axe and when in doubt, cheese. But that's the goal. Jiggy, do you find that like sometimes you build a deck like this and it's just like you can't sideboard it? Well, I guess we know these don't work, so I can board these out for free, which is kind of funny, pathetic but funny. Hey, what's up, Caustic? You missed the moment where we found out our deck didn't work properly. You hate sideboarding. Mercy. Mercy's for the playground, not the battlefield. Oh, they didn't give me any of the good art. There's like one with a goblin who's like... So we got an Eldrazi here. Unfortunately, the rebound doesn't work when you cast it off Velomachus. No Savage Beating. I guess if you played Self-Mill, you could play Snapcaster to get the Goryo's Vengeance, but that's like 4 mana. That seems bad. Seems really bad. Wow. That's a pretty good goddamn hand. I don't have any way to dump the Velomachus other than Thoughtseize myself. Oh, we could go off on turn 2. That's crazy. I mean, I'm going to keep that on the draw. Hell no, I don't sideboard that. Or I don't ship that. If we draw non-stop lands, we have silence. Oh, do we just have everything? That's crazy. Oh, they're going to have Noble? Alright. Okay, I'm going to start off with Thoughtseizing them, even though... In theory, I could go full greed. Oh, holy crap. Well, it's a good thing we did that. Their hand is literally nothing. Veil doesn't matter now, so we take the path. We know they have paths, but their hand has literally no action, just nothing. So all we gotta do is draw some of our own. Really just land. I can Thoughtseize myself this turn, and then... Yikes. I really wanted to draw some runner lands there. Oh no, they veiled when I was Thoughtseizing myself. You got me. Boy, did you. They haven't responded to me in chat, which is a little frustrating. Because I don't know if they're going to concede if it looks like I'm going to win. And I don't want them to, because I want them to have the free win here. But whatever. I'm not gonna worry about it. But yeah, Jiggy, I need your linear opinion on this deck when we finish up with it. And while they're taking forever to take their game actions, I'm going to look up that 5-color self-mill deck. That's not what I want. No, that's not what I want. There we go. Oh, Toski. All right. Land. 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 God damn it. Can't even cast that. There it is. Oops, sorry. It's got more fun, less consistent graveyard deck. Yeah, well, I guess I could wait another turn and go end step, then my turn. It's probably the right thing to do, even though they're going to get 2 more cards, but it's probably the best way to do it. It also gives me the window to draw another land on my turn to have the silence. So if I draw another land, we could force them to have triple interaction. This is pretty good. And then this game, none of their creatures are flyers. Although they attacked with their 1 flyer last time. So that was great. Toski plus Noble Hierarch. That's a non-bow like I would not be happy with playing. Oh, not Spellqueller, please. Because Spellqueller is also a flying blocker. There's nothing worse than a blocker. Roy knows. Land. Land. Okay. That's kind of the nuts. I mean, I don't think there's going to be any more game after this turn. So. Oh, your opponents. Okay. Hey, you. No spells. Right? Spell embargo. Spell bargo. Spin bar. Spin bit. So I guess I could have Remand plus Path would do it just fine. I guess they've drawn enough cards they could have a Path here, but nope. All right. Come on, baby. Take me home. Nope. Immediate failure. Gosh, that sucks. Although we're not dead, because I can cast the Collective Brutality with full Escalate. And then I have Footsteps for next turn. So we go target you, target Toski, target you. Hold on. Cancel. I want to target just 2. So -2, -2. And they discard a card. I'm killing Toski. That's exactly what I'm doing. Because I discard World at War, and I guess I can go 3. All right, I can go 3. Hold on, I goofed. My way to win doesn't have a problem with that. So World at War and Merchant. Yeah. Now we take their force. All right, we're still in it. Oh, they've got Stoneforge. Did they have another land? They didn't, right? Oh, they did. Okay, they can get a sword and equip it. I think that means they can kill me. I'm 99% sure I'm just dead. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh no, it's not. Nope. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think I'm just dead. I think if they get and equip a sword, I'm just dead. Which is a shame. We got real close there. If the density of my extra attack effects had been proper, then I think we would have won that. They've got 2 Exalted Triggers and sword. Yeah, okay. They got me. Close one, though. Very close one. Considering how long we whiffed on lands, that was good. Should probably rip and burn, huh? No. No, that's not how we're winning these games. No, I need to get the paths out of their hand or have a silence. You know who I need for this, Jiggy? I need Lawson. He'd know the ridiculous card that would push this deck a little bit more. But I think he'd definitely be into Velomachus and everything it has to offer. Opponent chooses to play first. Wait, what? Oh no, I just lost. I choose to play first. We ship this. Double Obzedat. Thoughtseize. No, we're just going all in. Yeah, he's just working now. Got himself a big boy job after he graduated university. Apparently that's taking up all of his time. Well, that plus his relationship or whatever. Well, we're at 4, so I don't think I'm going any lower. Maybe I should have gone main phase haggle here, because I could hit the land. All right, opponent. You don't have any more interaction. You never drew it. There's no way. Unfortunately, this merchant's going to come down and be very, very slow at its job. Ah, yeah. I mean, I did need a land, or I needed a piece of cardboard to pitch to the merchant, so, you know, not the worst. Not the worst. Still good, just a little airborne. Oh, this is the Jace, right? Please bounce my merchant so I can haggle. Oh, they played Siski. All right. Shields down, opponent? Okay. I've got a 2/3 that can block your squirrel, so... Oh, man. That's not what I wanted to see, though. Womp womp. Alright, who wants to get to the good deck? Does anyone want to get to the good deck? Anyone want to see me die on this? Or can we just concede this? Oh, yeah. What's the good deck? What's the good deck? What's the good deck? The deck you're all here for, baby. I don't know about all. Wait, without the merchant, I just can't go off anymore, right? Yeah, basically. All right, we're good here. I'm glad they legitimately won. No, Larynx. Not this day. All right. So the deck I built was non-functional, which we found out partway through. So that's really fun. So read your cards exceptionally carefully, folks. That said, yeah, this was real bad. I guess what could be the better way to play this deck? I feel like Seasoned Pyromancer is like a good card that would be in here. The previous version that I changed to this was playing the Heries. So it was more of a mid-range deck that had Velomachus and the 8 extra combat damage cards in it. The problem was the extra combat the extra combat step cards just didn't synergize at all with anything but the Velomachus. The deck that I built here, or the one you're looking at now, versus the one that had the non-functional cards, this theoretically is like a better all-in synergy deck, rather than playing some kind of middling cards that just don't work. I don't know which direction that you would want to go from here. You could switch to the Lightning Axis for like Cathartic Reunions, which would give you a higher chance to be able to get to what you're trying to get. You could get the fourth Obzedat in there. I'm not sure. Ransack the Lab is a card you can play. Faithless Looting is obviously what you want, but we don't have that anymore. And Merchant of the Veil did a reasonable impression some of the time there, but mostly was just nowhere near good enough for this deck. So I don't know. It's a tough one. So if anyone out there on the internet has any ideas for that, feel free to send them at me, tweet them at me, whatever. Leave them on the comments on this YouTube video. So make sure to like that and make sure to subscribe to the channel. Check out my Twitch stuff. Check out any other videos you like, and I will see you there.